EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets.
To kick off.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Second-round pick from April's draft. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, he finds Velo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Nix. That is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Jets.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Loose inside the 30. Breece Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Harvey, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Here we go, son. 319, good. Jim, clear it. Yep. Right.
Here's Fields. intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 40-yard line.
Nix to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Nix. And this will complete again to Mims. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down in a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
West, here we go, Scott. You got it.
Now it's Fields. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Did you? Yes, one track. Hey, 551, 551. Go.
Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Bill Lutz to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
36-yard line.
222. Hey, can.
Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
Here we go, tonight.
Ball again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jets have retaken a third quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And some room to maneuver. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
319,
Back to throw. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On third down, here's Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and
They're right
goal.
there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, he's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal.
Broncos 18.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 26. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. Here we go, son. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, and it leaves them in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score.
Breece Hall, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And running with power here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Nix finds his tight end Ingram. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan and start out to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught by Vele. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
This is 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Nix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, goal to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.